Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a general tarot reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and all the piles are already pre-shuffled. So this is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile 3. Alright, thank you so much. If you chose pile 1, this is your card, work through your fears. Alright, so I see, starting off the bat, we're just going to jump right in. So I see that you've been hurt recently, or you're going through something difficult right now. I see that it could be parental figures or someone in your life, or relationships, I'm definitely seeing, or even yourself has been causing a lot of pain. I see that there's been a lot of pain and suffering recently. I see that you are needing to make a decision of what you want to accept in your life and what you're not willing to accept in your life. I see that you're needing to set boundaries with yourself and others. I see that you have just been manipulated, and I see that it possibly could have been a masculine figure in your life. I see that there has been multiple people who have done you wrong in the past, and I see that you're needing to accept the wounds that have happened and to release them, and definitely don't be too prideful. Like, definitely stand your ground, but also acknowledge the mistakes that you've made in past relationships. I saw 111. So yeah, I see that you're definitely overcoming these hardships, and that you're needing to just go within your heart. And yeah, I see that you're needing to call the shots on how you want your life to be, and not to take anything less than you deserve or are wanting in your life. I see that your throat chakra could be blocked. I see that I think you're needing to speak your truth more and stand more in your authenticity. And if you have something on your mind, say it, if it's in reason, obviously. But speak your mind, speak your truth, say what you need to say. If there's something or some sort of boundary that you've been needing to place, I see that you're being called to place that boundary. I see that you're definitely being called to walk away from the things that are no longer serving you, and definitely turning your back on people, places, things that aren't giving you what you deserve, and don't settle for less than what you deserve and what you want. But I see that you will be overcoming these obstacles. I see that the stuff is, I'm hearing, in the past and in the near future. So you're needing to definitely close out the cycle of continued suffering. And I see that, yeah, I feel like you've been through a lot, but I feel like you just have a little bit more to go of difficulties. Obviously, you know, every day is not going to be perfect, but I feel like you're going to reach a cycle where things are easier than they are or have been. And I see that, yeah, you're definitely going through a big transformation, or about to embark on a huge transformation and changing period in your life. I feel like you have eyes on you. I feel like people are definitely like wondering what you're doing with your life, or like what kind of phase you're in, or what you're doing, or who you're hanging out with, or who you're with, or like, I feel like people are questioning or like keeping eyes or tabs on you. So I think that you're needing to be mindful of what you put out, and especially on the internet, or like Instagram, or like your stories or social media. Like, just be mindful of what you're posting, and make sure you're making responsible choices with that. Yeah, I see that you do have support on your side, whether you know it or not. But yeah, I think that you're just needing to definitely take time out to meditate, and to definitely be an observer of your thoughts and see what is coming up, because that will usually tell you what you're needing to work on. I see that you're needing to, I heard, refrain from drugs. So definitely, if you are taking drugs or alcohol or doing things to numb yourself, I see that you're needing to definitely address the problem and get to the root of the issue on why you feel like you need to no more take drugs or like suppress your emotions, because I see that if you don't address things now, it'll just blow up in your face. So, but I see after after you get through these phases of learning and growing and releasing and standing your ground, I see that you are going to be celebrating. There's going to be something to celebrate, and like I think you should be celebrating yourself even now and how far you've come, and that you're still standing and still alive. And I think I'm proud of you, and I think that you just gonna keep going, and you are gonna get what you deserve. You are gonna get your manifestations, and I see that just a little bit more strength is called for here. I see that you are just needing to kind of rough it out, like just continue to keep fighting for what you believe in and keep standing your ground, and start setting daily intentions. Start setting intentions with the things that you want in your life. Start getting more serious about your spiritual practices if you indulge in that, or like even if you're just curious, just start. Like I would definitely start with intention setting, and like setting intentions of how you want your life to be, or like how you want your day to go, or the next hour, or like what you want to get out of like even drinking your water. Like you could just ask your water to just like provide for you what you need, and just definitely start infusing your energy into the things that you are working towards. I see that in the near future, you're going to be having multiple sources of income. I see that you are going to be balancing out multiple businesses. I heard side trades. I don't know what that means, but lots of abundance and wealth. And I see that something that you've been manifesting for a while is coming in. I think that once those blockages are removed, then things will get easier. And I see that you just need to keep pushing, keep having faith and trust that the things you want are coming. I see that, you just need to have a little bit more faith, and definitely to stand in your divine feminine more. I see that you are needing to, doesn't matter what gender you are or what you identify as, you're needing to tap in your divine feminine energy, whether that be nurturing yourself or receiving, and definitely do more research on that. And I'm also hearing wound healing, womb work. If you have a womb, then I would definitely recommend doing womb work. And if you don't have a womb, there are also ways to work with the womb if you don't have one. And I see that you are just needing to definitely take care of yourself and nurture yourself and your wants and your needs and your desires, and definitely feed yourself the right things. I'm hearing. So if you have been wanting to change your diet for a while, I'm seeing that if you have the means to do so, now is a good time to start incorporating new things in your diet. But I see that if you just keep going down the path you're going down, taking care of yourself, and keep pushing forward and not really putting the energy and effort towards the things that you don't want, I see that you're going to have your wish fulfillment. I see that fulfillment is here. Like, you got a lot of good cards. You got the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. So I see that there's a lot of abundance and wealth waiting for you. You just need to be open for it. And like, I feel like you've done a lot of work, but there's just a little bit more that you need to do. A little bit more effort is called for, but definitely start manifesting, start using daily affirmations, start meditating, start doing things that you know will make you feel good. If you have an intuition to start, or like go to the gym, like if you have like a strong urge to do something, like don't overthink it, just do it within reason, obviously. Yeah, and I see that you're going to be becoming more creative, and I think that you could possibly be a creative person. I see that you're needing to tap more into that and to just let yourself flow. And I see that maybe you're a person who's trying to capitalize on their creative endeavors, and I see that you're needing to just I'm hearing chill out and like to just like do what you want because you want to do it. And definitely just like take it easy in your creative projects, because like just don't force yourself to do something. Definitely start to take inspired action, but if you don't have the energy or creativity to keep pushing forward in a creative endeavor, I see that you're needing to just take it slow, take it easy. And I see that yeah, you're being called to trust your intuition and stand in your power. And I see that you have all these beautiful things coming in. I see that you could be a leader in some sort. I see that you are going to be making the connections or having the connections you need to propel yourself on this journey. I see that you're needing to stay grounded and balanced, and I see that moon work could be beneficial towards you at this time. And definitely make sure that you're eating enough fruit. Yeah, I see that you're definitely just going to be standing in your power, standing in your ground, and I see that you have everything you need to succeed and to have a happy, fulfilled life. And I see the wheel is turning in your favor. Like, you have a lot of good cards. I mean, at the beginning it was a little rough, but I mean, if you just keep pushing along, you have such good cards. Just keep pushing along, and I see that you are successful, and you just need to keep affirming that to yourself, that you are successful and that you are worthy of everything you want, and that you are capable of making your dreams happen. 1111 confirmation. So just keep going, keep fighting for what you want, keep taking practical steps to create the life you want, and definitely keep trucking along. And you got this. I believe in you. Thank you so much. Hello, pile 2. If you chose this card, this is for you. It says, have faith in your dreams. All right. So starting off, we have the 7 of Wands. So I see that you are being called to walk away from anything that is no longer serving you, and your residual energy that you're carrying from the past, I see that you are needing to release. Side message, I heard EMDR. So if you are looking to go to EMDR therapy or have been thinking about it, this is your sign to do it. But I see that you're needing to continue to emotionally regulate yourself and to learn how to regulate your nervous system. I see that you are needing to look at things from a different perspective. You're needing to look at ways to change the situation you're in. But I see that new things are coming in for you. New things are definitely starting up. I see that you are going to be emotionally fulfilled. I see that you are just needing to stay emotionally balanced and regulated. And I see that you are needing to be open and receptive to receiving what is yours and to going out and getting what you want. But I see that you're just needing to definitely entrepreneurship, I heard. So definitely just keep going down the direction that you want to go down, the direction that feels right, and do things. Ice Spice maybe significant. I don't know. I'm hearing the boy's a liar. So definitely walk away from any sneaky behavior or like any exes in the past. I see that like if there's exes or like someone that you are wanting to come back, they're not coming back. And if they do come back, do not let them back, because that relationship ended for a reason and it's in the past for a reason. So I see that you're needing to release them. And I see once you release them and heal from that and definitely take charge of your own life, I see that new offers and relationships will be coming in. I see that you're needing to trust your intuition, to follow your intuition, and to start new projects and new beginnings that are beneficial towards you and that you keep getting called towards. I see that you are needing to focus on your manifestations and to, I'm hearing sex magic. So definitely to get started into that, and definitely start looking at different career opportunities that are being presented to you at this time. If you have a certain direction that you want to go down, make it happen, and look for opportunities. Definitely now is the time to take risks Now's the time of your life to take risks and to do the things you've always wanted. Do the things that are calling you, because you don't want to look back and regret that you never did that. If it's traveling, if it's taking a job, if it's going on a date with so-and-so, if it's doing something, take a risk and see what happens. Take a bet on yourself. You're needing to take a bet on yourself. Definitely, I'm hearing don't quit your job until you have another one lined up. So, I don't know who that's for, but definitely, yeah. Take a risk, but calculated risk. But I see that you are definitely calling in the energy you want, but also to be aware of like, people trying to prey on your downfall. I see that you're needing to learn how to protect yourself and your energy, to put up boundaries, to do protection spells, or to learn how to protect your energy. I see that you're needing to begin to start cleansing your energy every day and protecting your energy every day. And you could do this by visualizing white light. You can take showers and imagine like ickiness, like going down the drain. You can, there's so many ways to cleanse and protect yourself. And you could do meditations. You could do Reiki on YouTube. There's so many options to cleansing and protecting. But I see that you're needing to do that. And definitely, there's a quote, I don't know who it's from, but it's like the more you shine, the bigger the shadow is. So definitely 444. But you're protected and safe. And but definitely keep shining. Keep shining. Just be aware that there are people who may not have the best intentions towards you, and I think you know exactly who I'm talking about. But I see that you're needing to also let down your guards, like put protections up, but like let down your guards, like let the right people in. Like, because I see that you might have some walls up around love and career and finances, I'm hearing. So I think that you're needing to let your walls down so that you could be open to receiving. I'm hearing a bird, so communication could be important. So if you're needing to communicate something to someone or to get something off your chest, I see that you're needing to. And also, manifestation with speaking things out loud could be very beneficial towards you during this time. So like affirmations, speaking out what you want, talking to yourself in the mirror, but be careful with mirror magic. Definitely do your research before doing mirror magic if you are not already doing mirror magic. But I feel like you guys could be the spiritual pile, the spiritualist. So I feel like you guys definitely do have a spiritual practice or are starting one. But definitely just keep doing that. It's working. But you need to be more open-minded and more open-hearted. And if your heart's closed, you're being called to open it right now. And you might have a hard time speaking your truth. And you're being called to do that. And I'm hearing be the bad bitch that you are, regardless of gender. But definitely dream big. Dream big. You are meant to like start just like playing around with like dreams. It doesn't matter how crazy it is. Just like ask yourself a question, like if there was no bounds in the way and I could do anything in the world, like what would I do? If like money wasn't a thing, if I didn't have to work, if like I could just do whatever I wanted to do with no limits, what would I do? And start to take steps in that direction, even if it is like start being delusional. Like you need to start being delusional because this is your sign to be delusional, because that's how you'll get what you want. The lucky girl syndrome, try it, it works. But yeah, I'm seeing that you're gonna get many offers with different things, but you're needing to use your discernment and to, you know, be open to receiving and take what's yours, but also ask yourself, is this something that I really want? Is this something beneficial towards me? Is this something that I will want a year down the line or 6 months down the line? Or is this like, does this really align with who I want to be and the life I want to live? And if it isn't, then change course. Play around with new ideas, new experiences. Definitely learn new things. If you wanted to learn pottery, learn pottery. If you want to learn how to ride a skateboard, like just try new things. You don't have to be perfect at it. And like You just need to start new endeavors. And I see that you're needing to, I don't know if you're a fire sign, but like you're needing to let that spark out, the fire within you grow. And I see that you have many good piles. You have Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, and the Sun. So I see you're stepping into your power. You are getting what you want. Like, things are looking up. Good days are coming, and you just need to keep pushing because good things are here, and you are good enough, and you are deserving of these rewards. Definitely start opening yourself up and start feeling like you deserve it, and start feeling what it would feel like if you got your manifestations. And I see wish fulfillment, relationships, everything you're manifesting is coming in. But I do see that I have this card, grow. It says all flowers must grow through dirt. So definitely, yeah, it may not be easy, but just keep going because it's going to be so fulfilling. It's going to be so fulfilling and so worth it. And just keep striving towards what you want. And I have beginnings. Don't be afraid to start small. So yeah, just keep taking small steps towards your goals and keep taking calculated risks and just keep up the good work. You're doing good. You are good enough. Just keep going because you are deserving of what you want. And you know, this world is so big. This world is so big. I'm just like playing around with this deck to see what came out, and you got the World and Judgment. So I see that, or Justice, Judgment too. So yeah, definitely, yeah, balance is here. You have the whole world to explore. You have everything you need at your disposal to create the life that you want. And if you have been, like screwed over, I see that karma is going to come back around, and things are going to balance themselves out. And I see that you're needing to spend more time in nature and outside, and big transformations and changes are here, and you are needing to be prepared for them because this is about to rock your world. And yeah, and just like don't let the pains of the past dictate your future and now. And also, another side note, the future doesn't exist yet, technically. So stop living, also the past, stop living in the past and the future. Only live in the future if you are actively manifesting or actively trying to bring something towards you. But be as present as you can, but also set out time to be in the future to like manifest what you want. It's kind of confusing, but definitely balance and moderation. But you're definitely starting a new journey, a new endeavor, and it's good. It's good. Just keep going. You got this. I believe in you. Have faith in your dreams because your dreams are here. Your manifestations are here. Keep going. All right. I love you. Have a good day. If you chose pile 3, this is for you. Expect powerful change. All right. So starting off, I see you have the 7 of Swords. So I see that you are facing some sort of difficulties right now. But I see that you have the resources to definitely overcome these challenges that you are faced with. I see that this is either now or in the recent past, and I see that you have been kind of struggling with these issues for a while within either yourself and your inner critic, and or your outside circumstances and people in your life. I see that there could be some sneaky people in your life currently, or people that you have removed or are in the process of removing and cutting energy cords towards. And I see that you should keep persevering. You got this. I see that if you were in a toxic household that you were, I first want to say I'm sorry that that is happening. But if you have the means to do so, I see that you should try to get out of that situation, to move out of any toxicity, even if it's just like relationships that you have in your life, or even like patterns and mindsets. I see that you're needing to remove yourself from those situations and to begin a new sort of life and a new endeavor. I see that you have opportunities to change and to change your circumstances, really. And I see you do have control, and you do not have to be the victim to unfortunate circumstances anymore. But I see that you are needing to just keep persevering and keep fighting for what's right. And I see that you just need to let yourself feel upset. Like, you just need to let yourself be upset and not to suppress any difficult emotions or feelings. And I see that you're needing to just feel what you need to feel, accept what happened to you, and to release it. And definitely meditation and journaling would be very helpful. I see that you are needing to, I see that you're keeping your cards close to your chest, and I think that is a good thing. I think that you're being called to move in silence right now. That is the best thing to do for you. Don't let everyone know your business, because it's no one else's business on what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing, keep persevering, and just don't be afraid to indulge in yourself and to invest in yourself. Self-care is called for. I'm seeing that you need to start taking yourself out on dates, even if it's scary. You could do free dates. You could, if you have the means to, take yourself out to dinner and like get yourself some nice things and treat yourself. If you have a bath, take a bubble bath and just do things that make you feel good, and love yourself how you would want a lover to love you. Even if you have a lover right now, love yourself the way you want to be loved, and definitely take care of yourself. I see like self-care and luxury is called for. Like, if you've been eyeing something and you have the means to get it, get it. Like, if you want a box of chocolates or something, like a bottle of champagne or like something fancy, get it for yourself. You deserve it. And I see that you need to stop hoarding. Whether it's clothes, money, you just need to stop hoarding, because that is no longer something positive serving you. And I see that you're needing to look at patterns and habits in your life that you are going back to self-soothe. And I see that you're needing to create new coping mechanisms. But I see that you're definitely ultimately walking away from the things that are no longer serving you and standing your ground. I see that you are not taking any negativity from anyone. You're not taking the things that you don't want. And it's time for you to say no to things that you don't want to do. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. Like, if you're a chronic people pleaser, just work on healing that, because ultimately it doesn't serve anyone. It really doesn't serve anyone to people please. And you're being called to set boundaries. Boundaries are very important at this time for you. I see that you're needing to make a decision. You're going to need to make a decision very soon about certain things in your life. I'm so sorry. I definitely feel very heavy and sad, and I just want to let you know that you can do this. You got this. Just keep going. Like, it may not look like it, but it's going to be worth it. It's worth it in the end. And your future and your higher self is saying to just keep persevering, because the end results are going to be so rewarding. And just try to have fun with this journey, because ultimately, like, this is just a silly simulation, you know? Like, ultimately, this life is just so short, and it's like, might as well do what you want in this life. I mean, within reason, like, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody or yourself, just do what you want. Like, do what you want. Stop living for other people. But you're gonna need to make a decision very soon and to take action on that decision. And I see that you're gonna ultimately make the right decision, but you're gonna need to have some help. You're gonna need some help, either from your spiritual team, if you believe in that, or a therapist if you have the means to do so, or someone trusted. But be careful who you talk to, and don't talk to people for validation also. Like, if you're wanting to make a decision about something, don't go to someone to get their validation to make the decision for you or to persuade you to make a certain decision. So definitely get help, but also be mindful of who you ask for help, because some people will project their insecurities on you and then make the situation worse for you. But you're ultimately protected, and You just need to stand your ground. Stand your ground. You're going to need to make a firm decision. I see that you are making a strong and firm decision, and that you are going to be standing your ground, standing your power. And I see that if you're a stoner or if you indulge in weed a lot, I see that you're needing to take a tolerance break, babes, because yeah, just be more cautious of your intake. There's nothing wrong with it, but just be a little bit more mindful of the reason why you use those sorts of things. Or even like drinking, or even like using your phone or scrolling on TikTok or like stuff like that. Just like be mindful. Just be mindful of like your intake and like why am I doing this? Am I doing this to fill a void? Am I doing this to distract myself? Am I doing this for entertainment? Like, why? What is the reason why? And like actually be serious with yourself. And I see that you are definitely needing to cut some cords and needing to like tie up loose ends. That's what I was getting at. You're needing to tie off loose ends, because I see that you're just needing to release the past so that you can move forward into your future. And I see that you're ultimately gonna have the manifestation of your dreams coming in. It's here. I mean, once you get all this stuff settled and figured out and all these like loose ends tied up, I see that your manifestation will be on the other side of that. And I see that you're gonna get yourself to where you need to be and where you want to be. And yeah, ultimately, definitely working with the moon can be beneficial at this time. And you're being called to open up your heart center and your sacral chakra are things that you could work on at this time. And definitely connecting more with yourself and your higher self and your spiritual team, if you believe in that. Definitely ground yourself, and you're honestly, in the future, you're going to be standing on something substantial. You're going to be working towards something that will bring you a lot of joy. But you're just needing to just keep going and keep being positive. And I don't mean toxic positivity. I mean feeling what you need to feel, being upset, but also after feeling what you need to feel and accepting your situation, to look at the bright side. Be like, try to change your mindset and like see what you could learn from the situation. See what you could learn from what you're going through right now and what you have gone through, and try to take what you can, because ultimately sometimes things can be hard, and you're just ultimately needing to also be proud of yourself for overcoming that. And I'm proud of you, and you need to be proud of yourself too. And yeah, I see that you're definitely going to be releasing things and grieving things. I feel like in the near future, you're going to be feeling safe enough in your environments that lots of trauma or like things that you're needing to process will be coming up. So just be prepared for that. And I see that definitely if you have a therapist, keep going to therapy. If you have the means to go to therapy and the resources to, definitely take advantage of that and go to therapy, because I think it can be very beneficial for you at this time. And yeah, and I see that definitely your spiritual team is reaching out to you and they want your attention. So just pay attention to the signs and synchronicities that you've been getting, whether it be through angel numbers or music or sounds, or just try to tap more into your clairs, your gifts. And I definitely see that you are going to be starting new projects. I see that. Also, I think there's something about Disney here. So if you were a Disney fan, right before I turned on the camera, Love is an Open Door was stuck in my head. So definitely be aware of male manipulators or just manipulators in your life. I feel like there's a lot of toxic masculinity in your energy or in your life. So I think that you're needing to resolve that. Anyway, I see that you're definitely starting a new journey. You're starting a new journey, and I see that this journey will help you to provide for yourself and your family, if you have a family, or if you're hoping to have a family in the future, or even if you have like pets, or even if it's yourself, like you're going to be able to, you're going to have enough to be able to provide for yourself and to have, to build sustainability and to have longevity of abundance in your life. And I see that your needs just relax, like take a breath. Things are going to be okay. Like you just need to start having a daily practice and taking care of yourself, because I feel like your energy tank is going to be drained if you do not take the time to recharge and rest. But I see that ultimately you're going to you got the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, and I see that you're definitely standing in your power and resolving any toxic masculinity. But anyway, I see that you're going to have your wish fulfillment, you're going to have your abundance, your wealth, you're going to have everything you need and want in this life. You just got to keep pushing forward and just trust that the things that you want are coming and that you are ultimately taken care of and things are going to be okay. And I love you, and just keep going and just have faith that whatever you're going through is bringing you closer to the life that you want, and just keep going. And if you need to talk, definitely I'm here for you, and I wish you well. Thank you.